I would love to say that I had a grand plan or strategy, but frankly, I had a following from my music career. And one day when
Wow.
I became very passionate about crypto, I just started sharing charts all over X and lost about half the followers that I had from my music career. But I think it was still enough, a big enough base. And frankly, I had the blue check from music. And back then, blue check wasn't something you paid for, it was something that had to be given. So it gave you a stamp of
Yeah.
credibility for better or for worse. And so when I started talking about markets, I think people just naturally believed I was an expert in markets because I had a blue check that gave me the credibility. So once again, admittedly, very, very lucky. But for whatever reason, it was that time when everyone's a genius in a bull market. And I was
Mhm.
trading and I was sharing my trades very publicly. And it was going very well because we were in that bull market. And so it just sort of gained traction and gained a following. And so back then also Twitter was very limited in what you could do, right? You had just short tweets. There was no really threads wasn't a thing, and you couldn't do the long
Mhm.
form tweets. And I said to myself, I'm so passionate about this now, I really want to do something else. And so I started a free
Mhm.
newsletter, which was
Wow.
once or twice a week at the time. And I was tweeting it, this is better than these short form tweets. I can write in long form my thoughts and share charts and things like that. That eventually, because this is just how I operate, became an everyday thing because once again, I felt like I had a thirst for more. Then I got a call from my friends at Blockworks from Jason Yanowitz, and he said, "You should start a podcast." I said, "What the hell's a podcast?" I didn't even know what that was. It was probably 2019, late 2019. It was audio only. It was absolutely horrible, but I was doing that twice a week. And then that wasn't enough for me, so I decided many, many ages later to start a YouTube channel, which was leftovers
Mhm.
from my music career as well, and start to do daily shows. And now it's just ballooned into daily newsletter, daily live stream, podcast recordings, daily Twitter Spaces. I just have this thirst for creating content that comes actually, I think, from the way I was raised, the things I was into when I was young, but certainly from making music all day, every day. I just love creating content, and this is a new
Mhm.
way that I've found to sort of manifest that dream. And so, content, content, content. The Wolf of Wall Street's name itself was a complete joke. So somebody made a joke about me in the early days on X, Twitter at the time. I was talking about markets, and they said something like, "Stay in your lane, DJ. Don't you're not into financial markets. Talk about music. Go back to your lane. You fake Wolf of Wall Streets." And I just, in a quip, responded, "I'm the Wolf of Wall Streets." A joke like that, right?